recent weeks, we just witnessed a big royal wedding between Prince Hary of Wales and Meghan Markle. You may be curious where I'm going with this, just give me a moment. So right after the wedding, Katy Perry was asked for her opinion on the royal dress. And what she had said was, I quote, "I would have done one more fitting. I'm never not going to tell the truth. One more fitting, but I love you." So this got me thinking about that there's so many of us where we feel that we want to speak our truth, we want to speak our mind, and we feel almost arrogant and self-righteous about that. Well, we say, well, it is truth, I had to say it, or, I always speak my truth. So let's start from the start, the truth. So what is the truth? It's like asking, is the glass half full or half empty? The truth is a perspective. And I am not talking about my boyfriend cheated on me type of truth, or that there is a moon and the stars in the sky that exist. No, I am talking about the truth that comes through our judgment and through our perspective. So that our truth comes through our islands. And our islands is basically our life experiences, our upbringing, our insecurities, and our goals and aspirations that we have in life. So how is the truth in the first place? This is simply your take and perspective on the reality, and I really do not see how that should be in any way superior. Facts. Did you consider everything before you uttered your truth? Well, I guarantee that you might be missing something, or you may be just simply misinterpreting some facts. So as you see on the picture below, there are two guys arguing about how many logs there are. Is it 3 or 4? You see, even facts can be interpreted from a different perspective. So I've been working in TV for 10 years, and what you get there is that operators or editors are working on your TV commercials, and they are checking it through the screen that actually has the resolution of a TV. So it shows correctly on TV when people at their homes are consuming the content. And when they send it to you as an account manager, you are checking the files and you may be telling them like, look, I don't think the colors are right. I don't think that this blue is blue enough or red is red enough. And they are looking at the right screen and they are saying, well, it is, like, I don't see what you're saying. And in this scenario, both of you are actually right, because you are seeing correctly through your screen and he also sees that correctly through their screen. So when you have situations where people are really strongly arguing their points, maybe try and think, like, just try to become a bit more humble and say to yourself, well, I'm very convinced, I think I have all the facts, but if someone else is so strongly arguing their point, what if I try to look and really listen what they have to say and look at it also from their perspective? Because this is what it is that we are missing on so many occasions when we have those heated arguments like, well, I'm right and I'm right? We're never willing to compromise and calm down and actually acknowledge that it may be just a perspective shift. Language. In one of my previous videos, I introduced basic communication principles. Is it kind? Is it true? And is it necessary? Well, I believe Katy didn't have them three running through her head when she was voicing her opinion on the dress. And then she added, but I love you, just to make it sound less bad. We see right through you, Katy. And whatever she said was completely unnecessary and completely unkind. And what she was doing there was she was trying to just raise her publicity, which is a really sad side of Hollywood. But how many times do we find ourselves in situations, whether it is work or life, where we are trying to say something to gain a reaction? And I do wonder why. What is it that you're trying to get out of that? Right? So we sometimes go around and we just blur random stuff. And I wonder, without even really thinking about what is it that we are trying to gain out of that. So ask yourself a question. What is it that I am trying to achieve by saying X, Y, and Z? You see, you can speak your truth, but your truth is a reflection of you. Not of the other person, but of you as a person. So even the difficult comments and conversations can be handled really well if you are just approaching them correctly. And how you make other people feel says a lot about you, not about the other person, but about you. So there is nothing wrong with voicing your thoughts and your perspective, but just remember where this is coming from. Is it coming from a place of ego and you're just trying to assert yourself that you're the best and you know everything? Then maybe that's not the way to go. But if you're genuinely trying to convince the people about your truth and your way of thinking, maybe try it with kindness. And let me know in the comments below how this has impacted people in your life. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And as always, be kind, stay positive, and I'll see you next time.